That's some of the old lead. Gutted the church really inside. Native of Kilmarnock in Scotland. A beautiful cat. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel here, Grave Visitations. So I am doing a follow-up video here today, and we are in Rahespic Old Church and Graveyard here in County Wexford, and I'm here with Mark today, Mark Porter from the Church History Trail. So the reason I'm back here today is because there's a lot of work being done here, and if you remember, anybody that watched the video I did here, myself and Willie did some work here. It was completely overgrown here, and but since myself and Willie have been here, a larger group had to come in here to finish the job because it was just too much for two men, the work here. So I just want to show you the progress that was done. As we can see, they have a fence up around the old church now, and that's some of the old lead that would have come off the old roof of the church. And just inside there, that is all the old wood that was taken from upstairs in the tower area and inside the church. They gutted the church really inside. So apparently they're going to make this church into a recreational area, I suppose, you know, for music and stuff like that, and art groups maybe. And I'll just show you, there's a sign down here. So what they're doing at the moment is they're hoping to raise some money, and I'm sorry about the noise in the background. There's some work, as you can see, going on across the road. So I'll just show you the sign that's here. So as we can see, now they have this board that's up that can be seen from the side of the road of the church itself, and there's a restoration project going on here at the church, and you can actually sponsor €50, it says, a slate. So I don't know what the website is at the moment, or the link to donate to that, but if I find it or I'm in contact with the project group, I'll put that in under the video. Anybody that wants to donate towards fixing that roof on the old church. A lot of history here, and a beautiful old graveyard and church. Connections to Cornelius Grogan from the 1798 rebellion. I've done a video here before. Oscar Wilde's great grandparents, I think, are also buried in the old graveyard here as well. So the fencing is all around it there just for safety at the moment, but when it's going to be completed, it will be beautiful, no doubt, inside the old church. And you can see the work they've done. Stunning amount of work they've done. And I'll take you down and show you the old crypt as well. And there's Mark Porter, who's come all the way from the north of Ireland to do some videos of the 1798 rebellion. So good to meet again.
Good to have you as my tour guide today.
Tour guide, yeah. We're just going around from place to place having a look, and I was explaining to Mark about the project, what they're trying to do with the church. They're going to fix it up, hopefully, and get it back to its former glory again. So I'll just take you down this direction because there's a few things I want to show you as well. Now these are the graves here actually of the grandparents or great grandparents of the famous Oscar Wilde, who's buried in Paris. So nobody really knew they were buried there, I'd imagine. So just because they cleaned up all this old graveyard, as you can see, we discovered Oscar Wilde's family members there, and there is beautiful graves. Edward John Clifford, 1892, age 65. And unfortunately there is ones that have fallen over, and I don't know what they're going to do with those or how they're going to fix them up. They'll probably have to get somebody professional in to do that stonework to piece these things together. We can see another grave here. Unfortunately the corner has broken off that. Now if you remember a video I did here, this is the old crypt here of the Grogan family, and these would be family members of Cornelius Grogan, who was executed during the 1798 rebellion on Wexford Bridge for his part in that battle. So now they have a new door, as you can see here. The other one was in bad condition, it was totally rotted away, the wood hanging off. So now there's a new door, which is good to see on that. There is footage on that video that I'm going to put under the description of inside there for anyone that wants to see the coffins that are in there. So it's well worth a look. Or I might just put a photo over this video of the coffins if you want to look at that. So that's the plaque on the wall. So John Grogan is buried in here with his wife Anne, and I believe their daughter. Now online it says that Cornelius is actually interred inside this old crypt as well. And I do believe that this tomb here has a connection to the Grogans as well. So this is sacred to the memory of a much loved husband and darling son. This monument was erected as a tribute to their worth and virtue by Elizabeth Geraldine Grogan is the name on that. So that is a beautiful tomb, and I'm happy that they got this place cleaned up, because that was totally covered with overgrowth. You wouldn't even see that tomb or even know if it was there. Now the other one I want to show you, and I've just recently found this myself the other day, and Sue was with me. We walked around here after the clean up to see what else we could kind of find here, and I found a grave here with connections to Scotland. And it's this one just on the ground. So on this here it says, "Here lie the mortal remains of Thomas Smith, late of Queenstown, native of Kilmarnock in Scotland, and he departed this life the 27th of June 1857, I think, age 86 years old." And we have his wife Mary, and she died age 76. So there we have a connection to Kilmarnock in Scotland. Anybody from Scotland watching the video. And just on this headstone here we have, "Here lie the mortal remains of Robert Henry Smith." Now it's the same name, Smith, so they could be the same family members here connected to Scotland, of Queenstown, that departed this life October the 4th, 1867, age 56 years. Left a sorrowing widow and friends to lament his loss. So what a beautiful old graveyard. And there's a cat in the distance, a beautiful cat. Let's see, can we go and have a look at him? He's gone, I'd say, is he? Come on. Come on. He's a bit shy. Now, look at him. A beautiful cat. Yeah. Cats love graveyards for some reason. And I think nearly every video I've done, there's an old shoe, look. A trainer. A golf ball. You could actually find anything in here. But look at it now, it's beautiful. And I think, I'm not sure, but I've heard people talking about doing tours here as well. You know, because of the history here. The Oscar Wilde connection, Cornelius Grogan, and so forth. So, Clifford Ashfield is the name of this one. Erected by Edward John Clifford in memory of his father Edward Darcy Clifford, who died in 1874, aged 74, and his sisters Barbara and Isabella Francis. So there you go. More beautiful old graves. So all these headstones here would be all part, these ones and those chest tombs there are all Elgee family. So this is the memory of Richard Waddy Elgee. For 22 years, rector of the Union of St. Patrick's, Wexford. He died in 1865 in the 66th year of his age. So that is the family of Oscar Wilde, as I was saying, and those tombs there. Beautiful headstones that were saved, and this graveyard was saved as well, thankfully. It's not forgotten, and the people's names are not forgotten here, and that's the most important thing. And that's what these videos are all about. It's not about fame and fortune, these videos. It's about remembering the forgotten. For one day we will be gone from this earth, and we would like people to remember us when we are gone. And I just see something here actually on the ground. It looks like a pillar style. So maybe this was a pillar monument on a grave. You know those half pillars, like a life cut short? So where that came from, I don't know. Did it come from this? Did it fall off the top here? Possibly so. So as I was saying, they're trying to raise money to fix the roof on this church, inside the church as well. They have got a government grant, I think, some money, but it's going to take a lot to do it. But if I get in contact with the people who's in charge of this, I'll get the link, and if it's totally up to yourself. But if anybody loves history, loves keeping these places protected and remembered, you can donate. Now there's just one more I want to show you here before I leave, and this is actually the grave here of Edward Pierce, Esquire, medical doctor in the county. He departed this life in 1846. For 26 years he was a medical attendant to the Bridgetown dispensary, and his sister-in-law Eliza Clements is also buried here. She died in 1845, aged 50 years old. So there we have it, guys. That is the old graveyard here in Rahespik. Catherine Emma is buried here, wife of Thomas Chance, maybe, or Charge, I think. Ray is the name. Captain 18th, the Royal Irish, who died in 1877. Also Christopher Wright, and he was only 2 days old, so a little child was buried there as well. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to wrap up the video here. Just wanted to come back and give you an update on what was happening here with the church and the project, etc. So if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free to subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the next cemetery adventure. Take care.